These are the 10 things that are forbidden for Cristiano Jr. And first, his dad's hatred for a drink is so strong, it cost a company $4 billion. Cristiano Ronaldo has expressed his desire for his son to follow in his footsteps as a footballer. But after sacrificing everything to get to the top, he knows it's not an easy road. And because of this, he's been training Junior hard since he was a kid. Sometimes too hard. Yet Ronaldo knows that just training in the gym's not enough. For him to be the best, the kid's gotta make many painful life choices.
You know, we have to be strong, but to be honest, he have potential. He's big boy, it's fast and he's dribbling well, but this is not nothing. I tell him every time, this is take a lot of dedication, a lot of hard work. Sometimes when he's in home and I say go to the treadmill to run a little bit. After the treadmill, I say go to the cold water to recover. What you do tomorrow again.
What he said makes sense for an athlete, but for guys like you and me, working out consistently feels extra. We just go to the fridge and get a fizzy drink when we feel low. The instant rush of energy it brings is so refreshing and satisfying. Although these companies don't want you to know, that energetic feeling really limits athletic performance. And because of this, Ronaldo's hatred for carbonated drinks runs deep, as he demonstrated at Euro 2020. But when dealing with kids, getting them to stay healthy is a never-ending battle. For Ronaldo, soda is the enemy of peak athletic performance. But banning soda is one thing. Getting a teenage boy to stay off fries? That's a bigger problem. Everyday life sometimes just gets too busy. And when that ungodly hunger hits, you just want to grab something fast to eat. A staple meal for lots of people is a burger and fries. The combination of that bread, beef, cheese, lettuce, tomato, and mustard is just legendary. And when you take that bite, all those flavors melt in your mouth. It's just an amazing experience. But as nice as that is, burgers are bad for your health. They contain unhealthy amounts of fat, calories, and carbs, which lead to weight gain and subsequent obesity. Knowing how bad this can be for his son's health and football career, all fast food is banned from the Ronaldo home. But when you've got a teenage son, it'll take a lot more than that to stop him from eating junk food. But at number 8, what Ronaldo banned Junior from eating will upset all the beautiful ladies watching this video. When trying to get something nice for a woman, chocolate is one of the first things that comes to mind. As simple as it might look, the love affair between women and chocolate is something we can't explain. But this love for chocolate doesn't just end there, kids love it even more. To give it more legitimacy, doctors have proven that chocolate is good for human health. They say it improves heart health and blood circulation and lowers blood pressure. Things that make an athlete perform better, right? Well, so we thought. But for some reason, Ronaldo Jr. and his siblings are all banned from eating chocolate. CR7 takes this so seriously, his little daughter had this to say when offered chocolate.
No, chocolate no. Papa said no chocolate.
His stance against chocolate was further emphasized when he said this. Even my small kids, when they eat chocolates, they always look to me and... Because of what he said, I had to do a quick Google search, and what I found was shocking. Chocolates have excess sugar and fats that are bad and addictive, hence why Ronaldo wants it far away from his kids. But as bad as chocolate might be, it's nothing compared to the evil kids are being exposed to on social media. Undoubtedly, social media has been one of the best things to happen to humanity. It's made entertainment, marketing businesses, and connecting with new people a lot easier. But that freedom has come with a price. Productivity is reduced, exposure to bad stuff has increased, and people would rather walk into a signpost than get off their phones. But for a guy like Ronaldo, his 1 billion combined followers have never been a problem. He uses social media with a lot of discipline. But when you're that popular, social media might become problematic when you have a teenage son. In 2020, Ronaldo Jr. shocked the world when he dropped this video.
Hello guys, this is my new account of Instagram. I hope you enjoyed. Take care. Bye.
This was the first post from his secret new Instagram account. With fans excited about connecting with Ronaldo's son, the page got over 1 million followers in the first 24 hours of its existence. After discovering his son was causing a stir on Instagram, he quickly asked the boy to deactivate that account. But this was just the first part of Junior's punishment, because Ronaldo knew taking him off Instagram wasn't enough. He needed to do something about his access to the internet entirely. Before that, let's add a bit of context. Nowadays, parents like to brag about how their kids can use smart devices, which is actually kind of disturbing.
Okay. Where you go?
Oh,
Okay. Right there.
good job.
Yeah.
But when Ronaldo discovered his son had opened a secret Instagram account, he immediately seized the phone Junior used to create it. And since then, he's denied his son a mobile phone, despite being more than 10 years old. When asked why, he said, "My oldest child is going to be 12 years old soon, and he asks me every time, 'Daddy, can I have a phone? Can I have a phone? Can I have a phone?' I say to him, 'Cristiano, you have time.'" He added, "I know as well that this young generation is one step ahead of their age, so I agree we have to take advantage of that, but not to be obsessed about technology. Give them, but with a period of time, not give them all the time." I think that's the main point here. Listening to a father being this intentional about his son's development makes me want to Never mind. With that, we've made it to our top 5. From here on, it'll be the most shocking things Ronaldo Jr. has been banned from doing. Starting with a teenage boy's biggest weakness, girls. You can't argue that Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the best looking footballers on earth. The man is so handsome, some of his friends are jealous.
I don't know. I don't know why he criticized me so bad, or
Is it jealousy as well, perhaps, that you're still playing? And
I'm not gonna say that I'm looking better than him, which is true, but
And with Cristiano Jr. looking like his clone, the boy took his dad's good looks. Having such a face, name, and all that CR7 money attracts a lot of female attention. And when the teenager has thousands of girls crushing on him, losing a bit of focus seems inevitable. Despite that threat, Ronaldo has ensured that Junior remains focused and determined in reaching his true potential. Because of this, he's not allowed to mess around with girls. But Junior is allowed to have a girlfriend, but only if she's approved by his stepmom Georgina, which is a smart way to make sure that all the lotions in the house remain in, anyway. But when a teenage boy gets a girlfriend, he's bound to do some dumb things, which is why Ronaldo created another rule to protect himself. As a teenager, when you get a girlfriend, 24 hours in a day seems like 8 hours. You want to take her to the movies, get ice cream, ride the Ferris wheel, and do a whole lot more. When it gets dark, you just want to lie down next to her while you gaze at the stars. While that might sound exciting, but it's exactly what kills the dreams of an up-and-coming footballer. For a kid like Ronaldo Jr., he spends most of his day at the gym or training pitch and ends up feeling tired and exhausted. Typically, he'll get enough sleep to recover for the next training session, but having a girlfriend will mean he has to create time in the evenings and into the nights, eating into the precious recovery routine. On the other hand, being the son of Cristiano Ronaldo means you're a high-value target, and roaming around with a girl at night is not the safest thing to do. So Ronaldo thought about all this and banned Junior from staying out late. But if Junior's as crazy as we think he is, I'm sure he'll be sneaking out of the Ronaldo mansion. And it isn't because he wants to go stargazing. It'll be for a teenager's first love. Parties. I don't know about you, man, but growing up as a teenager was crazy fun. We used to have parties every week. And what went down at those parties, well, let's just say that's why I'm not a professional footballer. Back in the day, we used to have footballers like Ronaldinho and Maradona who would party till morning but still destroy everyone in a match. But then footballers like Cristiano Ronaldo came along. This man hired dietitians, psychologists, and personal trainers to be the best. He cut out junk food and alcohol to keep his body healthy and prolong his career. Judging by Ronaldo's success, that format has worked. And with Junior being prepared to follow in his dad's footsteps, going to wild parties like a normal teenager is forbidden. But despite being constrained to stay indoors, he still hasn't escaped his father's strictness, because what comes in at number 2 is so annoying. Junior nearly hated his dad for it. Back in the day, kids used to beg to be allowed to play outside. But since technology took over the world, the kids are being begged to step outside. But one of the biggest causes of this epidemic is gaming. Since video games became more popular, kids would rather stay inside all day long playing than doing anything productive. And with many people competing and making careers playing online games, This problem is now at an all-time high. Just like every other kid, Cristiano Jr. loves to play video games. He likes FIFA, Valorant, CSGO, Fortnite, and Rocket League. With so much money to throw around, it's almost certain he's got one of the best game setups in the world. But his dad's weary of unnecessary distractions, so he's banned excessive gaming. While many people will see this as the right call for Junior's career, I'm sure gamers would find that a bit annoying. But I'm sure that everyone would agree with what Ronaldo did as our #1 pick. Growing up as a child was really tough for Ronaldo. He and his family lived in a tin-roofed house that overlooked the ocean in Funchal, Madeira. His dad wasn't always around, and his mother had to work as a cleaner to keep him and his siblings alive. Even as a footballer, he had to undergo a lot of hardship before he got his big break. At some point, he and his friends had to survive on leftovers. His focus, determination, and hard work paid off, as he's now one of the wealthiest and most popular footballers ever. On the contrary, Cristiano Jr.'s life has been very different. He's the son of a famous footballer. He grew up having everything he wanted and is set for life no matter what he chooses as a career. Weary of the impression that kind of a life has on his son, Ronaldo's taken it upon himself to teach his son hard work, discipline, and humility. To teach Junior a valuable life lesson, Ronaldo took him to his old home in Funchal. He said, "I was so excited for him to see where I grew up." He already knew Madeira and the Marques de Pombal residents. He added, "He went up with me, and there were still some of the same people who had lived there at the time. I was moved, if I am honest, because I didn't expect to see those people, and that touched me a bit. I went with Paijo and Cristianinho, and we entered the room where I had stayed. My son turned to me and said, 'Papa, did you live here?' He couldn't believe it. They think everything is easy in this world. The quality of life, the houses, the cars, the clothes. They think it all just falls into their lap. That is what I try to instill in my son, including when I do events in schools. I try to convey that these things don't come with having talent alone, but with hard work and dedication, I think you can achieve everything you want to do." From that day forward, Cristiano Jr. knew that laziness was forbidden, humility was a virtue he needed to learn, and hard work was the key to success. Still, this might have been a life-changing experience for Junior, but it's nothing compared to the insane weekly allowance he gets, or the $5 million yacht he vacations on. Click on the next video to find out all the stupidly expensive things Cristiano Jr. owns.